Imane Khelif, the controversial female Olympic boxing champion, could be set to sign with EDDIE HEARN of Matchroom Boxing. In this interview I'm about to show you, Eddie's talking to Kugan Cassius from IFL TV, where he opens the door to working with Imane Khelif in the future.
Would Khelif be somebody that you would be interested in signing, which was my original question?
Yeah, I think if the facts were laid out and, you know, it was a position where there's no reason why this individual shouldn't compete as a female, yes. I mean, I think, look, commercially, you know, one, obviously a talented fighter. Two, commercially, I think up to over 2 million Instagram followers, net like out from 30,000 or something. Yeah, the answer is yes. But I mean, there's probably a lot of facts that we don't know the true or real facts around this situation. But certainly, if a fighter was deemed, you know, female, no, you know, physical advantage particularly. But again, we hear these XY from. I haven't seen anything. I've just seen someone say, "Yeah, we did this test, and that's how it goes." Do we get to see it, or are you just going to believe that narrative? And you know, so it's not one that I'd ever go, "Oh, I'm not getting involved in this conversation." I'm just having a chat with you down the pub, like we always do in our interviews, and you guys are welcome to chime in and give me, you know, it's a topical conversation.
So as you see, Eddie mentions the commercial value and Imane Khelif's rapidly growing Instagram following as reasons why he would work with her. We know that Eddie loves a pound note. He's famous for it in the UK. And with Imane Khelif's profile, Eddie could be the man to promote her, and I would argue very quickly make her the highest paid female boxer on the planet. If I ask 1 million people to name a boxer from this year's Olympics, how many people do you think would say Imane Khelif? My point is, she's definitely the most recognized boxer emerging from the Olympics. She won a gold medal, and these things will add up to make her hot property for any promoter who wants to sign her. Like it or not, the scandal sells. So regardless of what you think of her gender and her eligibility to box against women, people will tune in to watch her fight, especially if she turns professional. She could be set to take advantage of the mega growth in female boxing recently that came on the back of stars like Katie Taylor, Amanda Serrano, and Claressa Shields. All three of these have made in excess of $1 million for a single fight. So women's boxing is taking off right at the time when Imane Khelif's star is shining brightly and everyone knows who she is. Eddie did say, in all fairness to him, that he needs to look into things before signing her. Here, he further explains in his interview his views on Imane Khelif's rights to fight as a woman. Now, I love Eddie, but he's already thinking about how to sell this to the public. And let's be honest, this man could sell ice to the Eskimos. You've got to give him that.
Shops. Eddie, let's talk about Paris. Would you ever consider signing Imane Khelif?
So what I'm going to say on this is, I think there's a lot that is unclear. Okay, so I'm going to give you my opinion now, based off really not knowing all the facts. So therefore, I shouldn't really give you my opinion, but let's have a conversation about it. That's what I'm saying. So whatever you hear from me right now, I don't even know if I'm right or wrong, but I'm just telling you from what I know, this is what I'm thinking. Okay. Imane Khelif was born a woman. Okay. Has lived her whole life as a woman. Has competed her whole life as a woman. Okay. Now, this part I don't even know if there's been proof of or is true, but elements of, or however much of those elements of her biological makeup shows, I don't even know enough about this, XY chromosomes.
Correct.
You know, again, where is this evidence, right? These are apparently tests done by another organisation, etc., etc. So I look at it like this. If there is an unfair physical advantage that this individual has, that is something that has to be looked at correctly, not by a rival organisation, not by someone that might have an agenda, but at the same time, if you've been born... See, when I first heard this story, the perception of the public, and probably mine as well, because of that perception, was this is a man that has now lives as a woman, and this is not right. And I think if you're born male, and I don't think you should compete against women in boxing. But if you're born female and you've lived your whole life as a female, competed as a female for your whole career, so I'm not going to say what's right or wrong. I'm just going to say that those facts that I know lean me towards the fact that you have a right to compete as a female. You are female. But then someone will say, this is a biological man. So, I don't know.
So, is Imane Khelif going to be turning professional soon? It's very likely with the money involved, and EDDIE HEARN, as we see, will be right at the front of the line to sign her when she does. The story that many people were thinking will fizzle out after the Olympics has just started. Where is this controversial boxer going to go next? Who knows? But I'm sure many people will be tuning in to watch her fight. Thanks again for watching Daily Boxing News. You see another video of ours on screen now if you wish to watch it. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you again very soon.